Well, greetings from the sales floor of Ellingson Motorcars here in Rogers, Minnesota, northern suburb of Minneapolis, Minnesota. Today we're going to talk about a car from Back to the Future, none other than a 1981 DeLorean. Give you all the details in but a moment. Well, greetings and salutations from the sales floor of Ellingson Motorcars here in Rogers, Minnesota, northern suburb of Minneapolis, Minnesota. Today we're going to talk about our latest addition, and of course it's one of those Back to the Future cars, a 1981 DeLorean. Now you're going to want to watch the details of this car from start to finish because we'll have a video, we'll do a cold start, we'll do a walk around, give you all the details of this really very famous type vehicle. Now, you can also click on the link in the description. It'll take you right to our website and give you the pricing and more information on the car, and we'll give you access to our over 100 plus vehicles we currently have in inventory. If you're looking for your first car or your 100th car, odds are Ellingson Motorcars may have that dream car sitting right on our sales floor just waiting to be parked in your garage. Now, like I said, it's one of those things that you go back to this thing, you go, oh my goodness, 1981 was a big year for the DeLorean. I mean, they were really thinking this car was going to be spectacular, and it was in its own way because it was very, very special. John DeLorean, obviously, he was the fame of coming up with a GTO concept or whatever. But when he struck out on his own and said, I'm going to make a car with all these unique features, boy, none other than the DeLorean itself came out. Beautiful example. I mean, there's one of those things right now. You know, a lot of these were exported to the United States. You know, they were made in Ireland, which is really kind of a unique place to have cars made, whatnot. But, you know, John was a kind of an innovative type guy. Look at the finish. Everyone goes, what is it? That stainless steel brushed. So there's no paint other than your front bumper thing, which of course had to withstand the federal mandates for bumpers or whatever. But the rest of the car is stainless steel and it's wrapped underneath or whatever. So, I mean, I guess you never have to worry about painting this car. That's probably one of the things that we don't have to do. Now, as with some of these cars, this has the front area is actually your trunk space and the engine is in the back. And that would be your V6 engine. I mean, it was a motor, a Peugeot, Volvo, Renault conglomerate, if you will, fuel injected, very, very, you know, simplistic motor in the sense of that word, but not really overly powerful. But you know what? When you have a car like this, you are just driving slow, waving to people, and letting them take a look at you. So I guess you know, the objective was not to have a super fast car, but it was to have a car that had its very own unique features. Now this particular one is kind of one of the rare ones in that it has a 5-speed manual transmission, which really makes it fun. I personally took this car to my church festival, and I'll tell you what, there wasn't a better car I could have brought to their car show because it garners tons and tons of attention. Lots of people like to look at these cars. They're just so unique. Now this car is a very nice original type car. It looks very correct to us, having the right wheels and tires. Of course, radial tires being one of the big improvements on all these cars from this vintage. But the interior, everything appears to us to be very, very stock. Leather interior, bucket seats. Like I said, has lots of options that they all came with, all the DeLoreans. This is actually your power window right here. That is the only part of the window that goes down. It's a little bit on the claustrophobic side, but just really cool. This is when you go to the drive-up and they have to get you your food. So that's why that was done. But, you know, of course, these gullwing doors are really, really something special. Look at what the Teslas today have. I mean, they're all going back to ideas that old John DeLorean came up with back in 1981. Actually, it took a number of years to get this thing out there, but, you know, the biggest thing that got this car its notoriety, if you will, is of course the Back to the Future. I mean, this one, of course, does not come with the, does not include the flux capacitor. I mean, that was old Doc Brown in the, you know, Back to the Future series. I mean, Mr. Fox, he fit in this car really well. It was a neat car, but yeah, once you get in there, it's really kind of fun. It really is one of those, brings you back to the movie theater movie in itself, and you want to go, will I go 88 miles an hour and whatever, and go back to 1955? Well, I don't think I can get you to go back to 1955, but I can sure give you lots of good memories having a car like this. Now, you probably want to also, take a look at our stuff on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and now even TikTok. Give us a like, leave us a comment, or subscribe. You'll find all the information on this car, our current inventory, and it's kind of an added bonus. You'll be able to find cars that we've sold over the last several years as well. But you're going to want to make sure to go back to my website, www.ellingsonmotorcars.com, for our most current inventory. Stuff is continuously changing, and you'll want to sign up for our media blast or whatever, so you can keep on top of when new cars come out. New stuff is being added all the time. As I said, we may have your dream car sitting on the sales floor, or we may have it in the near future. You just never know. Want to watch that stuff, whatever. Now, the other thing that with the DeLorean, this one has all the bells and whistles in it. But you're going to say, I love to look at them on the video. I like all that stuff, but I want to come down in person and look at it in-house. And we're more than happy to have you come down to Ellingson Motorcars. We are open Monday through Friday from 10 until 5 and Saturdays 10 to 4. For those of us who want to come and personally look at these cars individually, nothing beats that. We welcome you with open arms. Now, we can ship cars all over the United States. We can help you line up that. We can help you get some financing with companies that we use that are familiar with doing collector car vehicles. We can help you with that. We're kind of that full service shop, if you will. But yeah, if you're looking for something that is highly unusual, definitely is going to get you lots and lots of attention, really a hoot to drive. I mean, the 5-speed transmission, I really enjoyed that when I took it out for my drive not too long ago, and it is really, really fun. It's actually a comfortable car, and it goes down the road, down the freeway, just wonderfully. So if it's something like this that you need to add to your collection, it's one of those movie prop cars that, there's not a whole lot of them out driving around. I guess if I owned it, I'd have to drive it. That's part of the deal that Ellingson's make sure when we get a car like this, we do our inspections, we do all the stuff, make sure all that stuff is working. It's just one of those things with old cars. They always are fun to have, but you should probably join the local DeLorean club. There's a national club and may even be a local club as well. Camaraderie is great. People have the same interests as you do, and it's always fun to talk to people who have the same passion that you have if you had this car sitting in your garage. And they're very helpful to have as well. So with that being said, if you want to go back to the future or in the future, stay in the future, we probably have the car right here on our sales floor for you. Take a look. I'm sure you'll enjoy. And again, thank you for watching our video, and I hope you enjoy it, and we'll see you next time at EllingsonMotorcars.com.